Hello, my friends. My name is Abhijit Singh, and I'm in Social Service Worker program at Fleming College in the second semester. So today I'm going to discuss about the intergenerational trauma and how colonialism is interconnected with the intergenerational trauma. So first of all, we will start with the intergenerational trauma. And so, what is intergenerational trauma? Intergenerational trauma is a concept which helps to give information about the years of generation changes with families, which is transmission of the oppression or traumatic effects in the historical effects. So we also learn about this like trauma and intergenerational trauma in our subject, which is intergenerational trauma. And I get a lot of information about it, and I'm getting to share about it with you. So the colonization and it's associated and it is also associated with violence and control still exert a marked negative impact today on the Aboriginal people. Trauma has been associated unresolved grief that have been transmitted across the generation in ways that have influenced individuals and families. And intergenerational trauma it's also like affected the tradition and cultures of the Aboriginal people. Expression of historical trauma is up in Aboriginal people can be seen in adults like who can feel inadequate in their day-to-day functioning. The poor physical and psychological health like mental health and like depression and anxiety and lower expectancy and so on. The escalation in the addiction to the alcohol and the other substances which are they are using in their daily routine. As a coping mechanism, the increase in the domestic violence and in the generation, the self-harm and the suicide and risk-taking that occurs when people can find no meaning to their existence and have no sense purpose of their day-to-day activities. They are mostly becoming to aggression and going into depression and anxiety, which also lead to their health. The psychological impact of the experience of the dispersion and the degradation are beyond description. Outline the impact of the colonization on the indigenous group in various countries like Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and the United Kingdom. They are mostly describe the range of the symptoms arising from the historical trauma. A key issue outlined by the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders Healing Foundation in Australia and reflection of this solution by sharing culture. A trailer of Seeing Imagine, a film that focus on the racism, depression, suicide, and some nations, which youth in Canada. What is trauma and its impact? Leading expert Basil van der Kolk described, that is a very great author, described some of the many advances in the understanding that they have been made about how trauma impacts on the brain and mind and body. He also talks about his latest book and how psychiatrists have ignored trauma. So this is the information which I get for my course and also taught us by our teacher about our mentor Christian Rago. So this is the all the information which I get and share with you in my opinion, and I put my all efforts in my this assignment. So thank you very much for this.